Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Hades, where today we are going to be carried by the might of Satan's magic laser gun.
Time to break out of here.
We don't need a build, we don't need ideas, we don't need a plan. We have lasers, man.
Time to mix
And
up
also
my
this
style.
cool magic hammer. Ooh, concentrated beam is interesting, and it'll make it sort of the opposite of the last build we did, where it matters a lot that we get our laser focused on people. I think that's very exciting. Let's take it.
Armed and ready.
Also, I forgot to change our keepsakes, but it's fine. Aphrodite's probably a pretty good early fit for what we're doing here. We'll get the weakness laser going. And this seems... Oops, right. Gotta reload. Yeah, the fact that we can continue to shoot while dashing is definitely going to make this a little bit easier to manage. This is going to be good. I have high hopes. I have high hopes already.
Got him.
There we go. That's what I needed. Gotta get some damage out here so the things can actually die. I would like a little bit of assistance. You know, like me having to actually manually shoot all the enemies is a real bummer. If we could figure out a way to get that solved. Ares is interesting. I think we're gonna grab this Aphrodite thing first. We could take Ares. Ares on the special obviously is pretty good. We've had that before. I will say I really do wish the beam was just like a little bit longer. Just the tiniest bit longer. Don't do that. Really excellent work from the Hellfire there.
Dearest wife, I sense your heart is very full indeed. You positively emanate with love. You must have grown quite close to many dear to you. Perhaps so you may do the same with me? I'm so delighted to have seen your spirit shine.
Well, that's pretty good. Oh, hey. Okay, so maybe, you know what, it's possible, and it's a little embarrassing to me that I didn't think about this until just now. It's possible that Aphrodite's thing was just, like, accumulate a certain number of hearts with a certain number of people, or maybe break a certain number of heart locks over the, over the entirety of the cast. And then again, she's not supposed to be the god. You know what? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what she's supposed to be the goddess of. There's only so many things in the game. So many mechanical things for them to have her interact with. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to get a good sense of the power of this build until we meet something big that we can just hold the laser on for a while. Because obviously, it's going to be not quite ideal against these little enemies. Although, still doing okay against them. It's just like, this is not what the weapon is for. Alright, so we have an Ambrosia target, which I feel real good about. And hopefully we can find some more. I like the fact that the laser it's so pink. It's so extremely pink now. It's a good look.
Back to dust.
Yeah, this laser is, this weapon, especially in this configuration, is not necessarily the super best for killing groups of enemies quickly. I mean, those later ticks get really huge. And we hit that brute for his entire health pool, basically, with one of the later ticks there. It's just really annoying to have to do this to each enemy individually. Okay, Poseidon's gonna show up nice and early in the run. Boy, what would we even want from him? So my my reload got interrupted there, I think, which is super annoying. I hate the jumping. The jumping needs to stop. I can't get a good read on these guys without the jumping. Not just because they're jumping out of the laser, but because they're jumping into it. Like interrupting my shot by blocking for each other. Yeah, see, right there, where we were able to actually do the thing in focus, that was pretty impressive.
Anyone else?
My little Hades, you brandish Exegriff, the rail of adamant. That weapon's power was so terrifying that we sealed it away. Oh well, surely its mortal damning secret shall be safely guarded in your hands.
Oh well. I guess it's fine, I don't really care. Yeah, Tidal Dash seems okay, right? We just want people to be far away from us all the time.
The power of the sea.
This is my give me a little bit of space dash. Also useful against enemies who would swarm us. Not great. Not everything that is happening here is not that great, and I want it to stop. Where are all these skulls? Like, whose skulls are these? You ever wonder that? Why are there so many just like loose skulls hanging around in the underworld? Presumably these came from somewhere. Actually, I wonder if the... Well, we're going to look at this Codex entry in a second here. I wonder if that's actually answered. This is too large a number of enemies, and also just like incredibly annoying that we're only getting rooms that are huge swarms of tiny enemies when we have this laser. Which is perhaps the least good at dealing with them. Alright, hold on a second. Bad guys, yes, perilous foes. Show me the entry for bone men. What are they called? They're called numbskulls, of course. This is the land of death. Anything that lives is likely to be rather bothersome here, and numbskulls certainly fit this profile. Voracious little creatures. The Lord Hades nonetheless opted not to exterminate them all, since they do have a tendency to prey on foolish shades who dare to leave their station. And this is the Skullomat. I actually really love this image. The hideous appearance of this mound of human-looking skulls effectively deters any who wander out into the reaches of the underworld. Within, an endless litany of numbskulls waits to clatter forth, mindlessly preying on what little life essence they are like to find. So, human-looking skulls. We got our answer there. They're not actually skulls. There's something that just looks a lot like a skull. I mean, we're in a good place for palms, but should not pass up a shop when we have $300. 300 hell dollars. Boy. You think we could take him? I'm not so sure. Alright. I'm gonna buy this.
I can use this.
Here's the thing, if we go for this and lose, then we will definitely have to fight him 2 more times. I'm gonna not fight him here, I think.
Juicy.
Our cast having deflect on is not bad. You know, honestly, our special deflecting is maybe interesting. We can use it to just sort of like set up walls. I actually like that. I think we're gonna benefit from that. And I'm gonna leave you with your money. If our build was a little bit more put together at this point, I would go for it. But we're really hoping to get him like in Elysium or something, right? Oh man, I really like the way the Hellfire looks when it's got Athena on it. Like blue and gold glow is really cool. She's got a really strong color scheme, this sort of like blue, gold, and black thing. And again, just like comically huge numbers of enemies per room. Also, it is a total bummer that the lasers that come out of those crystals damage you before they're visible. Like, there's a little fade in on the animation, but the point at which they are real things that are actually affecting you is before the point where they are faded in. Yeah, having to actually shoot everything down one by one is not ideal. Especially after that last run, where I felt like we could just kind of sort of point our attacks toward a group of enemies and it would just kill them without us even really having to think about it. I think we'll keep working Heartbreak Strike for the moment. I don't know if I think this is what we're looking for.
Hello again. Let's see who's better at this, Zagreus. Don't be too reckless, Gravity.
Like, Dionysus on attack, I think, is great with this weapon. But, unfortunately, we don't have access to that. I suppose it wouldn't be terrible on the special. Damn it. Stop running out of ammo.
Set.
Thanatos body blocking for the enemies now. Feels like poor sportsmanship to me, but what do I know? Ah! No kill steal because of my stupid limited ammunition. Okay, there might be a little bit too much going on the screen right now. I want to at least consider that possibility.
We make a decent team.
Once again, Thanatos blocking for the enemies feels like crummy.
Hello, Zag. Fancy running into you. There's no need to work yourself so hard, you hear me, yeah? I reckon this should take the edge right off.
Alright, well, I mean, Trippy Shot's not bad. We do need help with groups of enemies, and especially holding them still. You know what? I will take that.
Good to see you taking little Mort there on one of your strolls. Means I can better keep an eye on you out there.
He's been great to have around for sure. Still can't believe you found him after all this time. You used to always carrying him around. I was so sad for you when he got lost.
And I cannot believe you still remember that. Regardless, he will not be getting lost again under your supervision. Accurate?
Accurate.
Man's got a little bit of an edge to his voice. I do think that Mort is an extremely adorable keepsake.
Feeling good.
An extremely adorable little companion for Thanatos. Seems a little out of character. Although, you know, it may well be the case that not everybody thinks Mort is the cutest of the companions. He looks like an adorable little rat. I don't know how I feel about rats.
I got one. Another knucklehead.
It's the perfect knucklehead. Alright, this is where I'm really hoping our stuff is going to shine.
Hello, Fury Sisters.
Finally, you're back. You won't get past me like you did last time. Though I would like to see you try.
Damn it. I want to make sure that there's a lot of hellfire just kind of out passively. I tried to dash through that and did not make it. And the damage isn't bad. It's really hard to focus it, though. Also, I don't know about that. I don't know about all that damage. I did just dash into that, though. Honestly, it feels like I still have the reduced dash distance from the last run. Oh, damn it, it's a bad time for that to blow up. I need that.
Not yet.
Yeah, that's one thing I didn't really think about, was that the Hellfire blows up if it takes any kind of damage at all. Which does reduce its usefulness as like a sitting projectile shield by some degree. I don't know, maybe this is not actually a functional concept.
Which to choose?
Who else do we still need? We still need Artemis. Yeah, I mean, Artemis should be a good pull here, right?
All set.
You can never go wrong with Artemis, is the thing.
That's enough Tartarus.
I do really wish that there was a way to get more ammo in this damn weapon. I mean, obviously, aside from the hammer thing. That
soon, Lenny.
significantly... What did we update? Oh, did we just finish our Asphodel entry? Really? Are we... Oh, wow. We're not even done with... Huh. Some of these, you gotta go through them quite a number of times. We've been to Elysium a lot, I feel like. A very large number overall.
More Inferno bombers. Ready.
Yeah, it's a bummer to lose the boiling blood effect, but honestly, I think this cast is going to be super helpful for us in making sure we're actually able to deliver our beam against more difficult non-boss enemies. I got stuck on I don't even know what there. It's like I tried to dash to the right and I just didn't move at all. Ah, boy. Key versus darkness is just not very exciting. Having a rough time with these rewards. I guess it's darkness, but... yeah, I guess. I do want to save up for those UI themes, but... you know, the darkness still could theoretically give us a level of actual mechanical value. Not a very good exchange rate, unfortunately. Yeah, the area affected by the Hellfire is quite large, so it catches a lot of stuff with its deflect. Also, incredibly generous of the game to call that a backstab. Well, let's go ahead and do this trove. I think for anything other than gemstones, I'm going to be usually up.
Allow me, boy, to introduce some of my loyal subjects.
I should have known. Yeah, the area affected by the Hellfire thing is really quite large. I don't think about the Hellfire thing as a, like... I don't think about doing the detonation with that enough. You know, I was talking about how we kind of don't have a great... the laser's not a great tool for groups. You're clearly supposed to be doing that for groups.
Thank you, Father.
Alright, 95 additional darkness feels very significant. And then... I sort of want to hold off on taking our Artemis thing and see if we can get it from the mini-boss. 250 gold is enough to visit the shop profitably, so... let's be a little greedy, shall we?
Which boons it going to be?
Okay, title dash, that's fine.
I'll take it.
Not exciting, but fine. And then it's Revenge Weakness versus, I think, Dying Lament is probably pretty good. And we are taking this. Ah, here we go. See, this is exactly what I was talking about.
witch's circle.
Okay, apparently I was just standing in the lava. Yeah, get those ticks. Damn it. Of course, the instant that I find a spot to stand, it's going to be lava. Something is not allowing me to move my mouse freely. There's tension on my mouse cable, and I have no idea why.
Well, I, for one, had a lovely time.
Hey, Zagreus. Good luck out there this time. I'd tell you may your aim be true, but I can guarantee it, actually.
Sorry, I'm trying to fix my mouse. I don't know what the hell. Okay. Stuck on something back there. Alright, well, I do want to call, but I think we probably ought to take epic pressure points. That seems wise.
Much better.
And then, this time we are certainly going to see Eurydice, because we are not given an option. I would probably have done it anyway. Probably.
They're both here.
Look, Orphe.
Sorry, was that Orphe?
I've never heard anything like this. As good as you two sound each on your own, you're positively wonderful together.
A splendid compliment, my friend. Doubtless the fates themselves conspired to ensure Eurydice and I would meet and sing together, fall in love, and then be cruelly separated for some time.
Now don't you start with that again, you get me, Orphe? Got our whole entire afterlives ahead of us, and lots of songs to catch up on.
Why, you're correct, of course, my dear. If you'll excuse us, Zagreus, our calling beckons.
I think we might go Delight. I'm gonna go Delight. Ooh. That's fairly compelling. I'm pretty happy about that. And then this was fine. I was kind of hoping that we'd get one of these commons upgraded, but the Heartbreak Strike's a big one.
Bye now.
Bye.
I certainly cannot complain about that. Oh, I hear the Hydra heads.
Loaded up.
Oh my god, it's so many. So many of them. But there's just no escaping these damn things, huh?
How many more of these are there?
It's a great question. It seems like the answer is all of them. However many you need there to be, plus about 10%. So it looks like the explosion created by us shooting the Hellfire Blast does also do a reflect, in addition to just the pulses. So we can trigger the reflect whenever we want, if it's an important situation like with that bomb there.
Good enough to eat.
Another 10% on our attack versus pressure points. I think it's actually kind of tough. I'm going to take the pressure points,
Extra
probably.
blessing.
That seems wise. And then we could go shop again. I guess it's probably Palm over Heart, right? Our health is fine. And in theory, we should need health less with this weapon than we do with some others, although I am certainly getting hit an awful lot. It's fine. I'm sure things will get better against the many, many heads of the Hydra, as they always do, right?
Not really in a talking mood this time, Lerny.
Oops. Just dashed into a red circle there. Boy, is that always that wide? I feel like I thought I was real safe from that stomp. Okay, I should throw the fog out first. We want the fog to hit right before the other thing. Yeah, there was actually just nowhere I could go there. The entire area that was within dash range of me was either lava or going to get stuff dropped on it. This is hugely my least favorite of the learning heads. Okay, that's like maybe too many things that can shoot projectiles. Not really a very balanced strategy here, Learning. Alright. Finally getting through it. This has sucked a lot. Am I even... Yes, okay, I am. Alright, any amount of standstill and fire time is really, really powerful for us.
Done bashing heads for now.
I wonder if there's a colorblind mode. I wonder if turning on colorblind mode would help a little bit. Like, I'm not colorblind, so it shouldn't be the case that turning it on helps, but they've made some design choices here that make the thing that's going on nearly invisible, and that's a problem for me. Yeah, it's fine. Fine, not exciting.
Clear.
So, with Demeter here, we will have spoken to all of the gods that we still need, right? Because we got Poseidon without having to do the keepsake. So we could try doing the Chaos Egg thing on Hades.
Much nicer climate.
Coin and Hermes versus... I think we're going to take the double palm. We have a fair number of boons, a pretty large percentage of our boons. I would still be really happy to see palms on. Yeah, I think we're going to do that.
Erebus, here I come.
And we will just hope that I don't embarrass myself terribly here.
Greetings, Father.
Welcome to Erebus.
Fortunately, we do definitely have a build where we can fight pretty safely from a pretty great distance. I did this thing again where I shot the projectiles in the wrong order. Ah. Stupid pillar. There we go. That's a pretty effective way to deal with Exalted. Also, maybe the spawns. Maybe the spawns could stop. How many Exalted do I really need to fight, is my question. I posit that the answer might be actually 0. Wow,
You could do better than that.
that was too fast to be responded to. Like, there's actually no chance I could have responded to that by the time the animation started. My suspicion is they were just going to keep spawning stuff until we got hit there, given the number of spawns that we saw. That is certainly how it feels. I don't need, like, a big title card for the area that I'm in. Like, at ever, really, because, you know, it's run 100. We get it. I know what the shape of the game is. But it especially shouldn't display if there are enemies. Like, it's one thing for it to display in the first room of an area as you're entering, because it's never obscuring information in that first room. But it should absolutely not show in any situation where there is a live thing that could damage you, that you might need to react to from a distance. Come on. So every time he starts an attack animation, it's getting cancelled by him taking a little bit of damage from the Hellfire, it looks like. So we couldn't get him to actually commit to anything there because we were constantly interrupting him. Alright, another level on Heartbreak Strike is a nice consolation prize, I suppose.
I thought that I was lost. Wondering, but not even moving, just being here.
Well, look who. Here, sir. The drink of the gods themselves. Thought maybe you would like to try it. Just a small token of my appreciation for your selflessness with me time after time.
You'd give the precious gift of ambrosia to someone like me, stranger. A gloried thing like that. Why bother? I should be just another shade to you.
Well, you're not. You're someone I look forward to seeing here in Elysium, which is more than I can say for just about anybody else around here, so please, enjoy it. Perhaps with Achilles.
Well, perhaps I'll try. You're not so bad, you know that, stranger? Careful with that, or you'll undermine the ruthless reputation that you have.
I don't know what he's talking about. Everybody likes Zag.
Achilles has returned to work for now, but waiting for him, knowing he'll return, rather than waiting for the sake of it, for nothing. Such a different feeling, stranger. I'd forgotten it entirely, I think.
I'm happy for the both of you. So, is everything all right then? The circumstances under which you were separated in life. It's unimaginable, really. How does one move on from a thing like that?
Anger fades, I guess, stranger. Even the famous anger of Achilles. Anger burns hot, then burns out. What's left is a dull ache, but underneath it, there was something else. It felt as though, well, I was still alive. That feeling. It's worth holding on to.
Alright, I think we're just going to take Cyclops Jerky here. We could take the insurance Hydrolite, but...
Take care then.
Cyclops Jerky saves you health by killing the enemies faster. Oh. Well... I mean, I know Trials in Elysium are really tough, but that's a potentially very powerful one. I think we gotta take it. I'm gonna maybe regret that I didn't take the Hydrolite here. So I think we take Artemis first.
Won't be pleased.
Can't get to the... There it is.
I won't forget this.
And support fire is what I was looking for.
You wound me, little Hades, with your callous choice. It's fortunate I'm quite impervious to harm. But I don't think the same is true for you.
Unfortunately, pretty sure you're right.
There we go.
And of course, it's gotta be shields. It's gotta be 100% shields, right? Yep. Okay. Well, this fucking sucks. I would rather even that it had been a bunch of archers. Oh, good. You know what the problem is with shields? They're vulnerable. Too large a percentage of the time. The game was like, you know what? Every once in a while he can actually deal damage to these things. So that's unacceptable, obviously. Yeah, just 110 damage, no big deal.
My fits of anger come and go just like the tides, nephew. Now take this from me and get out of here.
Well, I'm gonna re-roll, because I do like Razor Shoals, but obviously common.
I'd like to see
We're gonna
more
try to get
options.
lucky here. I'm gonna be greedy. Also, we do need a call. How much damage does the dash actually do? Quite a lot. I'm gonna take the call. We should have a call, even though I do think this is probably the worst one. And then I'm not even gonna take that because I think a lot of the time those are not actually positive. A lot of the time those don't do anything at all. Yeah, let's go this way. very frustrated by the degree to which we have to run away from the butterflies because our attacks don't actually destroy them. Alright. It's tough after last time to get like a fair assessment, but that was pretty fast still. Damn it. Hate starting to fire and then finding out that I forgot to reload. Alright, you know what, buddy? You asked for it. You could have just died.
Lady Demeter.
All of the love and beauty in the world can wither in a season, Zagreus. Remember that when next the goddess Aphrodite makes her promises.
Oh, did we not have Demeter yet? I thought we did. Honestly, I might just take Nourished Soul. I don't think Snowburst is very good for us. Ravenous Will is always... And Ravenous Will is pretty good. It's not going to be that large of a percentage of the time, though, and it's almost never going to be true when we're firing the later ticks of our laser, because it takes so long for it to ramp up and the bloodstones come back so fast. I'm just going to take this.
Very cool.
Because I need to live. Because what if I lived? Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be a fun change of pace? This is a bad enemy to try to stand in one spot against. That time I threw them in that order on purpose. Huh. That was interesting. We got hit by that chariot because I tried to just stand and fight because I thought maybe we would gun him down in time, which was not good. But then he died, and then we took another hit, it looked like, but from nothing because the chariot, was, first of all, had already hit us, and secondly, was dead. Okay, enough. Enough with this. No more chariots. I just have to... The secret is you have to become a chariot yourself. I'm a little leery of taking a chaos penalty this late. Let's just go get the hammer.
Hi there. Nice.
Right, the fog doesn't work on things that have armor. Even just deciding to stop dead so that he doesn't get hit. What a frustrating enemy. Okay. There's so much fucking projectile garbage everywhere that it's... There's no way you can start a dash and have any assumption of safety by the end of the dash. Alright, I do like Hellfire pulsing in a larger area for the deflect, but honestly, I think we're going to just take Triple Beam.
Deadlier than ever.
We have a really, really powerful beam. And now it is even... Now it's even better company. And who knows, on a big target like Hades, maybe we could sometimes hit him with more than one. We kind of have the best stuff from Artemis, right? The stuff I would really be hoping for. So I think let's go Hermes here. Plus, actually, I don't think we have a Hermes boon yet this run, so he's worth some damage. more lasers means more potential hits, means more support fire arrows. There's a lot of things about this are good. Plus, it helps correct for my bad aim. Can't believe there's still more enemies, and also chariots. Of course, little chariots. Why not? Where'd that eyeball go? There he is. Yeah, Poseidon's Call, by a huge margin, the worst call.
Slow day so far there, boss. Well, all that's about to change. You got my guarantee.
It's just like, I don't even really like Athena's, but his is like, it's Athena's, but also you don't get a deflect, and also you can't attack. So the better your build is, the worse Poseidon's Call feels. It's just, it's not good. It's not a good one. This I think we'll take.
That's the stuff.
As much as I don't like the period, like, as much as I think the call is hugely worse than every other one, it's still better than not using your call at all. Are we about to, damn it, every single time? Yes, we are about to be at the boss, so let's go to the shop. Let's buy ourselves a boon, and also something else. Something else fun. Yeah, sure.
Here's the fee.
Kind of a no-brainer. And just flat 10% damage reduction honestly seems really good. And no opportunity to fight with Charon for money.
You! Few others in Elysium are so unwise to take up arms against Asterius and myself.
Yeah, I did it in that order on purpose because I did want the explosion while they were trying to get them while they were standing close together. But I didn't really think about it. I should probably be trying to leave it. He turned 90 degrees at the wall, hit me, and then was like, oh, and also I run into the thing. It's probably a good idea to have one of these up in the middle of the room as much as we can maintain it for accidentally getting Theseus to shoot it. Although, again, it is just going to break when he hits it, right? There we go.
We shall prevail for you in the stands.
It's a bad time for me to be stuck behind the pillar. Actually, he's doing a really good job using the pillars as cover from me. And of course, he becomes impervious. He becomes impervious, and he dares to do so while giving me shit about my tactics.
You by my honor and the gods, you shall soon be destroyed.
I believe it. I feel like I am soon to be destroyed. Boy, that has a big area of effect. So I think we are just going to save the Greater Call here. Not really a lot of reason for us to use it until a phase where he can actually deal damage to me. Yeah, Theseus is maybe in like actually the worst possible spot against us.
Olympus, please avenge my chariot.
Can we hit him enough times? Yes, we can.
good stuff. I dedicate this victory to you, good shade.
Also, here, hellfire for everyone. No? Okay. I tried.
You forced me to send Cerberus ahead again.
Alright, we're taking the egg. I think we might be able to pull this off this time. We're pretty strong. That feels like a waste of money, given the very small amount of health we're missing.
Check.
So yeah, I'm playing pretty sloppy here. We're definitely getting hit a lot. And I can't believe I took a hit from Asterius' spin attack there. That's like... That's one of the most telegraphed attacks in the entire game. There's nothing surprising about it at all. So, not so good. That said, this build has a lot going for it, and we can certainly play safer against Hades than we can against Theseus and Asterius, because there's just a lot less going on in the Hades fight. Let's go get our heart first.
I bet it's in here.
I bet it's not. Yeah, the triple beam does make it virtually impossible to accidentally break the... Oh, there's a gold pot right there. To make it virtually impossible to accidentally break our concentrated fire while dashing. There's just so much projectile everywhere. It does seem like a pretty good upgrade.
Hey!
What is he yelling hey about? It's just like, enemies. How unexpected. Here in Styx? I can't imagine. Gosh, I love the Festive Fog. It is really powerful. It's also very adept at concealing the poison vents. I'm just really glad that didn't turn out any worse. That could easily have been very ugly. We'll say the Poseidon Dash is so good against these little guys. Most dash attacks, you know, hit them once and just remove the blue health. But the Poseidon Dash will almost always hit them and then push them into a wall.
Haven't you learned your lesson yet?
See, here Zagreus is sort of implying that these are the same enemies over and over again. It's not different rats and satyrs. It's the ones I am killing are immediately coming back. Gosh, I sure would love it if there weren't any more giant vermin around. Oh god. I don't really feel safe moving around very much, but like, also we kind of can't not. Yeesh. That room, I think, is one of the worst ones, and we hardly took any damage at all. That feels pretty good. Alright, let's, now what? I guess Artemis? Like, what else could we... We could try to get Rupture. Yeah, we could try to get a decent Rupture. And obviously the plan is not to be... plan is not to be dashing... Can I... There we go. The plan is not to be dashing where we're actually going to hit people with the thing, but they don't seem to have a lot of respect for the plan. The enemies want to be dashed on, and I'm sure we're gonna be dealing some dash damage to Hades, no matter how badly we want to avoid him. Yeah, the damage output against single large targets gives me a lot of...
Interesting.
It doesn't necessarily feel all that great. I guess, it's fine.
A special treat for Cerberus. Yum. Could check the other passageways before I go. Lots on offer
First, I
here.
must fish. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be checking any other passageways. I think we're probably just going to take this this Dionysus boon and the single palm and get out of here.
Think I got one. Looks like a gut.
It does look like a gut.
I'll pay for that.
I guess reroll?
How about a different set of choices?
Okay. Positive outlook's pretty good.
Gods grant me strength.
And support fire. Honestly, the rupture might have been the right call there. Probably was.
The Guardian of Hell itself decides the time has come for a short break and snack.
Oh, I forgot to use Mort at any point during the run. I mean, we'll use him here, obviously.
Thanks, boy.
Turns out I didn't need to spend that ambrosia on it after all. So, like, where do we want to use him here? I guess I want to wait for spawns. If it's going to be the AoE attack, maybe we can kill more than one thing. Or hit more than one thing.
You bypassed Cerberus again, I see. Unfortunately for the both of us.
Mostly just you, I think. I don't feel like I should have taken damage there. I think, first of all, that effect should have ended, but secondly, I was dashing. So sometimes, if you have the Hellfire directly on top of him, sometimes it instantly pulses off the Bloodstones, and of course he becomes completely impervious the second you do this. Huh. I wonder why one of those projectiles bounced off the pillar and the other one was able to go past. Right, I didn't really think about this when I was thinking about standing damage. He's just never going to let you get any good DPS off on him because he becomes invincible whenever he feels like it.
No problem whatsoever. Face me yourself. Zacharias, is this the best that you can do?
We'll soon find out.
I can't, first of all, can't get out of the corner. And secondly, can't summon.
Distracting Thanatos from his duties, I say. Farewell.
That feels pretty good. Feels okay.
Try that again.
No fair, he's just copying me. Don't like him raising them up in a staggered fashion so that there's always one in front of me no matter where I go. There we go, that's pretty good. Oops. Yeah, my god gauge is charging super fast. Well, at least this time he'll actually take all the hits. Yeah, even with a perfect version of it, I'm still not impressed with the damage output. This is gonna be a little awkward because that thing's gonna go off. I thought it was gonna be a little faster.
Blast you.
Stupid short lasers. Damn these tiny knuckles of light.
I'll ride the wave, nephew. blast you, boy. We should have never sprung from chaos. None of this. I'll get you yet.
I'm glad that Chaos was amused.
By my father's name.
Alright, is this a thing where we gotta... I don't know if we have to go back to Chaos to report, or if we're just gonna have the prophecy.
Now.
Also, no surface fish, huh? Bummer.
Although there are innumerable ways for one to die, our danger-seeking prince has come to know a sizable variety.
Why you?
I gotta say, I like the fact that even though there's not really anything on the line at this point, Hades still takes losing really hard, like it's still very frustrating to him. That feels very true to his character.
Feels like it's been a while, everybody.
I'm up! Oh, you are just the best. I bet you died on purpose just to get this back to me, didn't you? Didn't you?
I have a secret, Hypnos. I've died on purpose every single time just to see you.
And I will hear no different.
Welcome to the House of Hades. Just come on in.
Thanks. It is my house, so I will.
It's hard to think of anybody more deserving of this than you, sir. So when next you are off duty, or whenever the occasion warrants, please enjoy, alright?
I suppose this must be what it's like to be a god, lad. Being shown affection such as this. And getting offerings. Are you quite sure?
Oh, I'm absolutely positive. I would never have been remotely prepared for everything I've had to face if not for all your guidance. And I don't just mean the violent stuff.
Come now, lad. Admittedly, I was quite good at it, but I was nothing other than a killer. I would be wary of all my advice if I were you.
See, that's why you give such good advice right there.
We are running a little tight on ambrosia. We're gonna have to go buy some more at the trader. Unfortunately, I think the only thing you can trade for it is diamonds. So yeah, we're still gonna be a little tight on it even after the trader.
Get back out and finish what you started, lad.
Bye for now.
So Orpheus was finally able to reunite with Eurydice because of you, my son. Oh, I'm so glad. Your father's arrangement with him was quite severe. Though he did ask for a lot for a mortal soul to return to the land of the living.
Is it even possible for father to return a mortal back to life if he so chose? Just by letting their shade escape or something?
Oh, I've no idea. Probably not. But we were so moved by Orpheus's plea and song that, well, I think your father took pity on him.
Wait, we were so moved? You were there when Orpheus came to try and rescue Eurydice.
I was. Your father knew I loved their music. Imagine my surprise to see him as our court musician here.
I'd no idea.
Yeah, Dad's just a big sweetheart, isn't he?
Let us discuss your work performance at some other time.
Alright, let's go talk to the trader. Hold on, let's go turn in some fish.
I come to you bearing aquatic beasts. Totally worth it.
Just gems.
Hey, I saw you in Thanatos recently, Prince. You too, if you don't mind me saying, you are quite the pair. I mean, you ought to see yourselves. You are... Whew, makes me a little woozy just remembering it now. Well, up I go then. Bye!
Bye? Guess everybody knows.
You know, if you're feeling a little dizzy, this is maybe not a good time to just fly straight up. Do you think if she passes out, do you think she stops floating?
I'm keeping careful track of all the times you've sent me home like this.
Alright, so we can buy an ambrosia for 2 diamonds, we can buy diamond for 10 nectar, which this is a hell of a step in the trade process. I mean, we definitely need ambrosia for we need to bring at least 1 ambrosia out for Aphrodite. And we don't really need diamonds for stuff at all anymore. I'm gonna...
One ambrosia
we'll
bottle,
just
please.
Go ahead and buy out here. And Nyx is just missing, it looks like.
What do these shades have to say for themselves?
Just looking for a little bit of revenge, you know. Oh, can I not give her... Did we max her out already? No. We didn't. I didn't give her one. I thought... Did we only have one left? I don't know. Man, who even knows? Who can even keep track of what I'm doing anymore? Certainly not me, for some reason.
What do you know? This came true.
Okay, we
Always
do get
happy
credit
to
for this
oblige
right
Master
away.
Chaos.
I think we don't need to trade for any more ambrosia right now. I think we'll just hold on to these diamonds. Maybe you may use them as part of a plan to buy some UI elements. You know what? I should buy the Titan blood. That's on offer at the trader. Hey, I did it. He said there. He finally recognized how incredibly good he is at music. He's like, there, I did it. It's music. So let's buy some keys, because we sure don't need the gemstones. What am I doing? I can't.
Take it. Trade you these
I can't
gemstones.
even tell which number is which anymore. In my defense, in the business of escaping from Asphodel, or in the business of escaping from the underworld, you take a lot of blows to the head. It's probably starting to add up. Alright, what does the thirst compel next? The thirst says punch some guys. I can punch some guys.
You as
So here's a question.
as anyone I know.
Do we want to use the very powerful Gilgamesh? I kind of want to go back to Talos. I just really like the magnetic cutter.
Talos.
Yeah, we're going to do this. And I'm not going to spend any blood leveling it up because I'm saving my blood to buy UI elements. So, we know that we want to force Aphrodite first. That seems pretty important. Mort seems good. Seems pretty good. It is kind of interesting that there are two that just... I mean, there's several that mostly deal damage, but there are two that are just like, this does damage. I guess you don't have to aim baddie. There's no chance you're going to miss. I'm going to keep Mort on for right now. And I think with that, we're good, right? I don't really have anything else I want to do. I'm still trying to save to 4,000 darkness to complete the mirror. Yeah, I think with that, we're good. So, that is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we're going to be earning ourselves another Olympian's favor and hopefully getting close with the rest of the others, because this is kind of taking longer than I thought it was going to. And we'll see you then.